Most people use Claude and ChatGPT the same way. They just brainstorm with it, use it for advice. Sometimes they'll get maybe some really good prompts that they want to use again, but then you can never find them because you put them somewhere. Well, that's exactly why most people are still working harder than they need to. So today, I want to show you the shift that turns AI from just a chat tool into a repeatable system that actually saves you time. So if you think about it, the way that we do it, we normally like try to save all of our good prompts in a Google document somewhere. I know myself, I used to do this and they're scattered all over the place. Or you do a prompt and you have this really great chat going, and then 2 days later, you can't find the chat thread again. It's just, it's inconsistent output and it's cognitive load for us to try to track this down. So instead of doing that, I think we need to focus on how we can create systems. And Claude has an amazing feature inside called Artifacts that it can do this. It's basically an artifact is like a living workflow and it's stored right inside Claude. So it's got the instructions and the structure and the logic that it needs. And then that way you can reuse it again and again like software. So you're not just searching for random prompts anymore, you're actually building tools that are repeatable and really leverage your time. So I thought it might be fun to just do a demo and show you what's possible in there. So today I'm going to create one that is called the AI Content OS operating system. And basically it's going to take long form content from a YouTube transcript or a podcast or a training I did or whatever, and it's just going to turn it into some social media. So for example, in this case, I think I'll tell it to make 5 different small posts or short posts out of it, maybe one email, maybe one that's LinkedIn style, and then a hook list that where the hooks can be used for captions on your social media or the first line of your social media post, email subject line, etc. And then that way, once it's in there, there's no more like trying to make it sound like you all the time. This just is repeatedly going to do the same thing over and over. So let's give it a go. I'm going to share my screen. We'll get into Claude here. Okay, so I told Claude, hey, I just want to build a new artifact. I'm going to give you the outline of what I want it to do. We're going to call it the AI Content OS. So basically, I just told it everything that we want it to do, take the long form content and create all these things. I had a little bit more here about, it needs to be on brand, needs to sound like me, needs to be structured in a way where it follows my posting style. And just for fun, the artifact should also be branded with AI Coachbox branding. So Claude went to work and first it searched for some skills. And if you haven't used skills yet, they are basically zip file documents that you can upload in your settings under capabilities. And it gives Claude like specialized knowledge without you having to prompt it to do so. So it went to look for my AI Coachbox branding. It went and looked at the artifact skill that helps them build artifacts. And now it's asking about my voice profile. So it's found some things, but it's noticed a bit of misalignment. And as far as what I usually talk about these days versus what it's got in its document. So instead of having it go by what I've already got in here, I'm going to share 2 LinkedIn post examples of my own and then give a copywriting style of mine that I'd like you to follow. So I'm going to go grab that, come back here, put all that information in, and then we'll push it and see what we get. Okay, so here's what I did. I just post, you can see here, I've got LinkedIn 1, I've got LinkedIn 2, another example, and then I've got some writing examples and guidance attached. So I'm just going to click OK, and we'll see what we get. Okay, you can see it's come back with some writing styles that it's going to do. Now it's going to start building. And, keeping in mind, you don't have to have an artifact skill. I created a skill to use specifically for artifacts. It's pretty good at doing it on its own, but if you create a skill for it, it's probably even better. You might not have to do so much troubleshooting. And if you join us inside Futureproof, our online community, Futureproof, the Evolution Lab is built for coaches by a coach. So you don't have to be techie at all, but you do get plug and play done for you services on the premium membership. It's only $47 a month. You get custom GPTs, you get Claude skills, you get, now we're doing Vibe apps where you can remix and make them your own. And then you're also not just getting these, you're learning how to build your own. And that's really important. I see a lot of people selling things like AI dream teams, for example. Well, they're really not that helpful unless they're actually trained on your business intelligence. So it's much better if you learn how to build these yourself, or you take one like I give. I've got an AI dream team that are custom GPTs, but I give you the instructions and the guts. I don't just give you a GPT to use. And then I also give you a way to extract all your business intelligence to upload that into the GPT. So now it truly is part of your dream team. Just an example. Okay, so it looks like we're making some progress here. And there should be a link down there if you want to check Futureproof out. Um, okay, so it's taking a minute for it to come up. That's okay. Let's see what we have. It's got our voice. Okay, here it is. A configurable voice profile with drop downs for tone, edginess, emoji usage. Okay, preloaded custom voice notes based on everything you shared. Tabbed output for easy navigation. One-click copy of every piece of content. The branding. How it works is expand the voice settings to tweak, paste your long form content, hit generate, navigate tabs to grab your 5 short posts and all the other things. Here we go. So now let's just see how this works. And I'm using, and I love that it's giving Laura Belgray a shout out. She's an amazing copywriter. So the PDF I uploaded was hers that I purchased through one of her courses. And this really helps. I just love her teaching. So again, she didn't offer any AI tools in her program. Maybe she does now, but when I purchased it, she didn't. I make my own because this is what I want, and it works so much more powerfully than me reading it and having to remember it all, etc. This is why it's really important as a coach to make sure that you are, learning how to upgrade your courses, your content and things with AI tools that your clients can use. And we teach that in Futureproof as well. Okay, so we'll come back as soon as this is done and see how it works. Okay, so here is what we have, y'all. This looks pretty good. It's got my branding on it. And here's all the settings. So I can do more conversational, edginess. Let's make it bold. Emoji use strategic. Let's do, we'll do engagement DM. Okay, and then let's paste some long form content. So I'll just go grab the transcript from one of my YouTube videos and we'll share it in here. All right, so I got one. I'm just going to paste it in here. I'll probably delete that and let's click generate content and see what we get. All right, so the first time it just didn't generate any content. I clicked the generate content, it spun and eventually it did stop. So I thought, okay, let's go up here and see. And I clicked on this, but look, no actual post yet. So I let it know that it looks great, but it didn't actually generate any content. So we're gonna have to do a little troubleshooting and you might have to do that as well. That's why I want to share this part too. So it looks like it's something to do with the API call. Okay, it says it's updated. Let's see. And it does say if there's an error, you're going to see a red error box below, and that's going to tell us what went wrong. So when you're coding, which is basically what it's doing here, that helps it see where the bugs are. So I'm just going to paste it in here again, and we'll see what we get this time. Okay, well, look at that. It worked this time. So we've got our short posts. We've got 1 through 5. Okay, I spent 6K a month on software. Kajabi, da 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 da. Then the model broke. Now I run my entire business on one platform. That's it, monthly recurring. And honestly, I'm happy. Sometimes burning it down is the reset you didn't know you needed. What software stack is draining your energy right now? This is actually really good. And what's great is you're sharing your original content. So it really does sound like you and it's your stories. So this one is, that guru, the guru who taught you about alignment was completely out of alignment. Oh, that's really good. Plot twist, because that is so true. Okay, so that's great. And if we go to an email, the launch model broke. Here's what I built instead. Oh my gosh, like I could legit just plug these in and use them. I think this sounds exactly like me, which makes sense because it was my transcript. And then the LinkedIn post, you can see it's structured a little bit different because I gave it examples. Really good. And then the hooks. a lot of different hooks. So, I mean, I think that that turned out really well. I'm super impressed. Like, I will be using that. So, anyway, I hope this was helpful. Go out there, see what you can build as far as a repeating system so that you're not always reinventing the wheel or looking for that really cool prompt that you had last week. And if you want more support in doing this, plus done for you artifacts that you can remix yourself, come join us inside Futureproof. It's very inexpensive. It's full of other innovative coaches, and there's no contracts. You can come in, you can cancel anytime. All right, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.